Hi guys, in the last discussion on Scream 7, before you don't get subscribed, click catch me over and saying we're doing a live discussion on Scream 7. So, so Scream 7 is a 2026 American slasher film, a sequel to Scream 6 and the seventh installment in the Scream film series. It is directed by Kevin Williamson and from a screenplay he co-wrote with Guy Busick, from a story by James Vanderbilt and Busick. The film stars Nev Campbell, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Mason Gooding, David Arquette, Matthew Lillard, and Courtney Cox reprising Russell in the previous films, with Isabel May, Anna Camp, Michelle Randolph, Jimmy Thatcher, and McKenna Grace, Ozza German, Celeste O'Connor, Sam Rechner, and Malcolm Salas, Tim Simmons, and Joel McHale also starring. The film stars a new Ghostface killer who targets Sidney Prescott's daughter. So, although this movie was going to be directed by Christopher Landon and it was going to star Melissa Barrera and Jen Ortega. Then Miss Barrera got fired. Jen Ortega left because of creative differences. Well, no, not creative differences, of scheduling conflicts. So, and Christopher Landon left. So they brought Kevin Williamson, who wrote Scream 1. He's pretty much the creator of the franchise. He wrote Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 4. And the director brought Nev Campbell back. And I was looking for this movie. Then the reviews came. I think it's on 36%, but I didn't care about the reviews. I watched it yesterday, and I thought it was okay. So I think the big problem is the story. I think the story kind of, I think I just feel like the story just wasn't strong enough, and we'll get to the review. But yeah, um, it's by Kevin Williamson. Also, the music by Michael Watrami is good. I think Kevin Williamson did an okay job, but I think the problem was just the story just wasn't that strong enough. But if you're a Scream fan, go check it out. I think it's okay. I do think Scream 6 was better, and I do think 5 and 6. I will be doing a Scream ranking tomorrow where I rank the 7 movies. And yeah, so it was okay. The acting was good, specifically Nev Campbell. And I think Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, Isabel May was pretty good. And David Arquette, Mason Gooding, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Matthew Lillard. The whole thing is basically about Stu being alive in it. But so yeah, but yeah, so it's okay. I give it a 6 out of 10 during my review. So I'm gonna go to the spoilers. So there's the spoilers you haven't seen my way, click away, come back. Um so in Woodsboro, Stab franchise span Scott and his girlfriend Madison visits Stu March's house after hearing rumors that he might have survived having his television thrown on his head. They are killed by Ghostface, who sets the house on fire. In Pine Grove, Indiana, Sidney Prescott has built a new life for herself. She's married to police officer Mark Evans, runs a coffee shop, and looks after her children, including her teenage daughter Tatum. Named after Sidney's late best friend, Tatum Riley, Sidney receives a call from Ghostface, who requests for a voice call and reveals as an aged and scarred Stu. Stu announces he's going after Tatum and standing outside the theater, where she and her classmates are rehearsing. Sidney arrives with the police as Ghostface flees after killing Tatum's housemates, Hannah and Aaron. Later that night, Ghostface emerges from Sidney's attic and holds Tatum at gunpoint. Mark attacks him but is knocked out after falling down the stairs. Sidney takes Tatum to a safe room to evade Ghostface and uses the room alternate exit to leave the house. Ghostface chases them but is fatally run over by Gail Weathers and her assistants, Mindy and Chad Meeks. Martin wants Ghostface on Mars. Senior sends him as a suspicious man that bought coffee from her earlier, and the police discovers he is Cole Gibbs, a murderer who escaped from a nearby mental institution. Sidney and Gail get more information about Cole from institution supervisor Marco, who also recognizes Stu as a recently released John Doe that had no memory from before he was in Woodsboro and lived in the room next to Carl. Mindy highlights that since Ghostface is always has a personal connection to the target, Hayden should bring all of her friends together in one place. While Sidney accepts
finally being interviewed by Gail television to lure in Stu's attention. Tatum, her boyfriend Ben, and her friends Chloe and Lucas meet at a tavern. Unbeknownst to them, Mark is ambushed and repeatedly stabbed by Ghostface at home. When the interview ends, Stu calls Sydney and warns that he's outside the tavern, prompting her to leave. Then gets suspicious of Ben when she finds in his car a laptop running a test to deepfake, changing his face into Stu. Knocks him out and runs away. Ghostface kills Chloe and Lucas and injures the Meeks twins before chasing Tatum through the streets. Ben finds her, but Ghostface kills him, and Tatum flees to Sydney's coffee house. Sydney calls Tatum and tells her to lock herself in the office and get a gun from the safe. Following Sydney's instructions, Tatum shoots Ghostface from behind a wall, and once outside the office, she finds the second Ghostface at her front door. Stu calls Sydney and reveals Tatum is being held captive at home. Sydney finds at the television a message from Stu, who then proceeds to change his face into the previous Ghostface, Nancy Loomis, and Roman Bridger, as well as Sydney's close friend and Gail's late husband, Dewey Riley, to tell Sydney he's returning to how the Woodsboro killing started, a person being forced to watch a captive beloved at home. Sydney goes outside and finds Tatum tied to a chair, while Ghostface holds her at knife point. Ghostface reveals himself as Marco, who explains he used his previous experience in information technology to create Stu. He then drags in a wounded Mark and the other Ghostface are asked to reveal Sydney's neighbor Jessica. She explains that after reading Sydney's autobiography, she took the conclusion that Sydney succeeded because she killed those who tormented her, prompting Jessica to murder her abusive husband. When Sydney disappeared from public life and was not even present during the New York killings, Jessica was disappointed and discovering where Sydney had moved to spend time at Mentions Judy, where she met Marco, also moving next door to Sydney and her son Lucas, whom she killed in the tavern, and she considered him too similar to her husband. Jessica reveals she will turn Tatum into the new Sydney biography, and the traumatic events have turned her into a final goal. But Mark has Tatum free, and she attacks Jessica. As Sydney shoots Marco dead, Jessica flees and Sydney chases her before they fight, only stopping once Tatum shoots Jessica. As Jessica attacks again, Sydney and Tatum repeatedly shoot her in the head. In the aftermath, Sydney thanks Gail for having her back and tells Tatum about her name. Sig, with Gail's blessing, Mindy provides an important news report and the night's event. That's the movie. I give it a 6 out of 10. I will be doing the rankings tomorrow, and yeah, he had Chad and Mindy Meeks who were in 5 and 6, which I think they're fine here. Anna Camp being the killer, and him and Marco, which I think Anna Camp. I think Jessica was fine. I feel like Marco. Maybe should have been. I don't think it should have been because I feel like if Stu came back, I feel like he undoes the first one. Because I think the first movie is just perfect. I feel like for him to come back, which I think this rumor has been around since maybe Scream 3, maybe, and Scream 5. But yeah, I did not know they were going to do deep fakes of Roman Bridge and Nancy Loomis. David Arquette, we knew he was going to come back, but I didn't know they were going to deep fake. I thought it would have been hallucination, but I wasn't. Nancy Loomis is the only one I wasn't expecting. I think Scott Foley did. Scott Foley, I don't know, but it was fine. When I watch again, maybe, but yeah, I feel like the big problem was the story. So yeah, I will be doing the rankings tomorrow. This movie's okay. For a Scream fan, horror fan will like it. Give it 6 out of 10. I think the reveal was fun. I think the reveal in 6 was good. I don't know about this one. I want to say this one was bad. I think the reveal in 6 was fine, but I think 5 was probably the best reveal out of the new ones. I think the reveal in the first one's still the best. 2 is okay. 3, Roman Bridger was fine. I feel like the problem was the story. 4 was pretty good. But yeah, I'll give it 6 out of 10. It was okay. Don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. Just go watch it. Run opinion. I don't know. They're talking about doing a Scream 8, which if this does well, I think we'll get Scream 8. But yeah, it was fine. I did enjoy it. I thought the kills were really good. The way it was shot was pretty good. I did enjoy it. So Yeah, so next week I will be doing Hoppers and I'll be doing The Bride. So guys, don't watch our video. It's my next video, and goodbye.